Alright, so now I can kind of wrap my head. Hold on, I'm sorry. Alright, cool, didn't go away. Alright, so now I can wrap my mind around the depression I'm having. One is my insurance. I've been dealing with this for half a year now, trying to find decent insurance. And then two, I've been, like I said, I've been making $200 a day for almost a month now, and it's going to be depressing as hell to have to go back to making the kind of money I have to go back to making. For a minute there, I've been making about, I want to say, was it like 60,000 a year, and that's fine. But then you got all the hours that you spend driving. So I'll work with Dad in the morning if he even has work, and then drive with Bite Squad until 10 o'clock, and do that every day. And then I'll get a car every once in a while, maybe twice a month, and so that's another $200, maybe $400 a month. And then I'll do Bring It Food Hub with my microgreens, which I'm really hoping the Whole Foods will pull out, because if they work out the way I think they will, which I've been told they will, that's another $1,000-$2,000 a month. But that's not here yet, so I got to figure that part out. But yeah. But in the meantime, those are the things that are kind of weighing me down. But it's not much. Like I say, I just got to get over this hump, and it'll be smooth sailing, so I can get all my bills paid, and then I can save up to buy a house, buy an airplane or a flying car, whichever comes first, and be a pilot. Start another orchard. Don't know which order all those things are come, but in that general idea, I do gotta find insurance so I can hopefully get covered for my operations. I mean, I guess I'm a male she or she male hermaphrodite, whatever, no matter what happens and whatever it is, whatever I am, no matter what, I guess. But like, I don't know. If I'm gonna be at the very opposite end of where I am now, I would have to be able to, bear children and all that. So it's just like a female is just born into a life that they have to adapt to and learn, and it's not like they were born like, I'm going to be a female. No, they just are born, they exist, and then they find out all these things as they grow up. And the same thing would happen with me. I'm born a man, or a little baby boy, I had balls and a penis and all this stuff, and I don't know, like, I think I was 15 years old, or maybe older, when I found out that cows have to be pregnant to make milk. I thought they just make milk. No, you have to have them pregnant to have milk, and that just goes for everything. Just no one. Everybody comes from the same place, a place of unknowing. There's no one that knows. And I don't think we could exist if that was the case. That's the beauty I would expect that would be the beauty of existence, is actually the part of being able not to know. And that's how Philip, my older brother, puts it. He said, ignorance is bliss, but in the same breath, it's devastating because people are ignorant, but it's not because they don't know. It's just they are playing as if they are in a lot of the ways. So my whole that's when I talk, I'm talking for myself, and I'm limited to understanding what it is that I am. So when I say that I have these thoughts, it's not me exclusively. I don't know, because that's the weird thing about it. I don't exist without mom and dad, so I'm both of them. I'm totally mom. I'm totally dad, and you put mom and dad together, and you get me. And so all the thoughts, all the emotions, all the feelings, all the everything that both my parents have gone through in their life, I am a product of that. So every little thing, all the things that they've ever experienced, I am a product. I'm a reflection of that. And so sitting here talking to a rock, which isn't just a rock. Even though, like I say, it's not just a rock, I don't know what's behind a rock. I don't know what it took for a rock to exist. And same goes with the technology or inanimate object, I guess, that's in front of me that I'm speaking to. I don't know what's behind it. Rolling around in it's just mind-boggling. What's going on at all times. For me, it always comes back to the fact that no matter what, no matter how deprived and all those things, it's in perspective. You'll never fully understand what someone else is going through. But in the same breath, you're never alone, and always alone. So there's a website on YouTube, or it's a channel on YouTube called Mud Fossil University, and this guy's been around for years. He's been putting videos up for a long time, and he's just now getting recognized. And one of his videos, well, all of his videos show these ginormous rock formations, and he calls them mud fossils. And what he says is these mud fossils are actually living creatures that became fossils because of the Great Flood. And one of the fossils he shows us, and he says he gets all these pictures and videos all the time from people that has seen his website. And one of the fossils, I mean, they're all pretty damn amazing, but one of the recent ones that I saw today was a brain fossil, and it was about as big as a Volkswagen Beetle, or it was probably bigger than that. It was probably like 2 of those. So you got this giant brain just sitting there in the middle of nowhere, fossil, giant brain. So this, whatever was carrying around this brain had to be at least 35 feet tall. And that's small. A 35-foot tall being for us, for me and you. Who knows how tall that is, right? Because I don't know who I'm talking to. But like, anyways, what am I thinking? Yeah. The gateway between one side of the brain to the other side of the brain. Supposedly, you kick with your left foot, your right side of your brain tells your left foot to kick, and vice versa. So I've just found out through that same channel that your vein, you have veins, and then you have arteries. So your veins bring oxygen to your organs, and your arteries, I might be backwards, but one or the other. And then the artery, supposedly, I'm not sure if it's the vein or the artery, but one of them brings blood back to the heart from the organs. And based on, I don't know the guy's name, but based on Mud Fossil University, you can literally go in your backyard, if you have a yard, and dig up your ground, your grass, or your dirt, and find rocks. Not sure if it would work for everybody, but he says pretty much all the rocks out here are fossilized mud fossils of bodies, of creatures. And if you look hard enough, you'll find evidence of veins and arteries. And all it is one side's going to be reddish and the other side's going to be blackish, and they're little dots. And that's your proof that it was flesh. It was a living creature before it was turned into a fossil. Alright, we're over at Shelby Farms and Walnut Grove, and there's a dang wreck, looks like. Yeah, so I'm having to drive slow through the wreckage. I cannot wait till we have our flying cars. God, I cannot wait. I think the biggest thing that keeps people from doing it is privacy. I think people are like, well, there's gonna be cars up in the sky, peeping into my house and my backyard, and I think that's one of the big things people are against flying cars. But everything else about it is way safer, way faster, just better in all shapes and forms. It's just so much better. So hopefully it'll catch fire. And it's cool too. I don't know if I said this on video, but yeah, I did. I was out making a delivery in Mississippi, and just so happened to pass a neighborhood that had a runway down the middle of their neighborhood, and lo and behold, every freaking house out there is kind of like a golfing community. Instead of everybody going and play golf, everybody goes in their plane and goes flying, and everybody's got a freaking plane. Instead of a golf cart, you have a plane. Instead of a golf course, you have a freaking fairway. I thought that was so neat to see that. We need that. Yeah, we need flying cars. There's no reason we shouldn't have flying cars. Like, the good outweighs the bad, no doubt. No doubt about it. It's only a matter of time. Like I say, I'm sitting here talking to a rock. I'm driving around in a ball of steel, sphere of steel. So yeah, and every time, this is off topic, sort of. I mean, I've kind of gone through the gamut. I don't know what I've been recording on this particular video, but whenever I have an encounter and I feel kind of like in an awkward position, I always put it back to my mind, and it might not be correct, but it's kind of reassuring that we both, whoever I'm dealing with, we both are feeling those same kind of feelings. It's not just me particularly, it's both of us. I like to think that, but I don't know if that's what it is. So I'm making that person feel in this way, and they're making me feel that way. So it's neutral. So I would suspect any and all feelings, like I said before, about depression, all these things are everyone. So I might feel awkward or put off, but it's okay because they feel those same things. And if they knew how I felt, I would suspect that they wouldn't want me to feel that way. It's just I had that perspective when I experienced it, and that was it. There was no like I guess I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah. It is 9:30. 9:30. So I'm getting another load of wood chips. I don't know if I said that or not, but tomorrow I'm supposed to get another load. of wood chips. It's not going to have any leaves in it, but that's okay. I'm going to borrow, hopefully my dad will let me, I could probably just toss them in the back of my car though. Just drive around and go to everybody's, bags of leaves and just toss them in the back of the car. Just get a few bags every once in a while, and that's my plan. So I'll have me a full-on garden next year. I'm super excited about. It's gonna be great. Super excited. Gonna have let me think. It's just endless what I'm gonna be able to grow. So I'm pretty stoked. Peppers for one, that's a big one. Greens, fresh greens, that's gonna be great. I gotta get my asparagus, and I'm gonna do asparagus, and I'm gonna do asparagus, and let me think. Oh, strawberries and blueberries and raspberries, and, melons, and there's so many things. Peppers and cucumbers and squash and what else? Let me think. Basically it. I mean, keep it simple, because like I said, this will be my first year growing in the backyard, and I'm only going to be there for another year, so I really don't know what I have time to even put in there, but yeah, it's going to be great. Super excited. Yeah, tomatoes. I don't know if I said tomatoes, but I'm gonna grow the fudge out of some tomatoes. Tomatoes, peppers, greens, melons, strawberries. Yep, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully I can get my orchard right, straightened out. I gotta call Stark Brothers tomorrow. I don't think they're open tomorrow. I'm gonna wait till Monday. But I'm gonna pull into Sprouts here, grab some milk and some candy bar. Candy bar. Scoozy.